Well, let's take a look at where things are within SketchUp. You will find that your learning experience of SketchUp is the same on either the PC or the Mac, with a few exceptions that are platform specific. The tools are shown on buttons down the left side of the screen. On the Mac, this is known as the tool palette. When you move your cursor over a button and pause or hover, SketchUp will display the name of the tool or button. The topmost set of buttons are general in nature. Then come the drawing or entity creation tools, followed by the modification or editing tools, and lastly the viewing tools. System tools like File, Open, and Save, Copy and Paste, Undo and Redo are across the top of the screen. Standard views and display methods are up there as well. On the PC, more toolbars are available and may be positioned anywhere you like on the screen, or docked on the perimeter of the drawing area. On the Mac, you can place additional buttons on the toolbar across the top of the screen. Right or context click on the toolbar and select Customize. Drag new buttons onto the toolbar. Select Done when finished. Let me walk you through the menu system. There's a slight difference between the PC and the Mac due to operating system standards. This is evident in the SketchUp menu on the Mac. You find program operations, like preferences, and licensing info here. On the PC, preferences is found on the Windows menu. The Files menu is for opening, closing, importing, and exporting. Export is consolidated, so all you have to do is decide what kind of output you want: 3D geometry, 2D graphics, quick two-dimensional slice, or animation. All the exporters for that kind of file are listed under the Export Type drop-down, so you just pick the one you want. The same is true for importing. I'll cancel that here. The Edit menu is for selecting, deselecting, hiding, and dealing with groups of stuff in the model. Visibility commands are grouped on a flyout, and so are commands dealing with construction lines. The Items flyout menu gives access to all options that are available on the context menu when you right-click on the model. Let me pick something here. A flyout selection at the bottom of the Edit menu brings up a context menu for those items. Pen and tablet users have easy access to these items, even without two-button mice. The View menu gives you access to the toolbars on the PC and controlling how your model is viewed or displayed on the screen. There's a flyout menu for Tour Guide, which allows you to create walkthroughs and flybys. The Camera menu is for looking at your model. The Draw menu lets you create new stuff. The Tools menu lets you operate on or make changes to stuff. Let's take a quick look at Create Face on the Utilities flyout. You can select a circle edge and create a face back in without having to break the integrity of the circle by tracing an edge over it. Or select multiple edges that just don't seem to close, then select Create Face. If it can, SketchUp will skin them with the surface. This is helpful when trying to work with CAD files. Settings dialogs, also known as panels or inspectors, are grouped under the Window menu. Also, Preferences on the PC. Many modeless panels have a Jump menu, accessed by the flyout button in the upper right corner, offering more options. The downward pointing triangle button, Show Details, will expand the dialog, providing extended options as appropriate. Your screen workspace can become cluttered when multiple dialogs are on the screen. Dialogs stick together when placed below or above each other. This causes them to move as one unit, making repositioning a snap. The inspectors also have window shade behavior. When you wish to roll up a dialog, simply single-click on its title banner. To open it again, single-click on the title banner again. Panels may be broken from the group by dragging the title banner away from the group. Repositioning, again, is just that easy. Dialogs stick to the inside or the outside of the drawing area window. When dialogs are closed, then reopened, they land in the previous location. You might find it convenient to assign shortcut keys to these inspectors for quick access from Windows Preferences shortcuts on the PC and from SketchUp Preferences shortcuts on the Mac. Using the shortcut key opens the dialog. When the dialog is on the screen, activating the shortcut key window shades the dialog. For quick dialog management, you can quickly hide all active dialogs or show them again. The Entity Info panel lets you directly enter values for items within the model. Entity Info has a really cool feature. As you select on multiple surfaces, it gives you, let's see, I'll hold Shift, a running total of the square footages, or it provides a running total of the length of selected edges. This saved me hours on materials count for a retaining wall the other day. So, you can also click on the material swatch and edit the paint color right on the model without having to go to the material browser. The page dialog is also a page manager. You can select multiple pages and apply settings to them all at once. So let's say we wanted to set this to 6, and we'll set the extension lines on. Now we can select them all and hit Update and just save the display settings. Now when I go back to page 1 and page 3, they're all bold and heavy. While we're on the subject of pages, let's take a look at how the Page Manager adds a new page into the model. So I will change some display settings here, close that, and orbit to get a different view. Now the Page Manager has a Show Details button, so we'll show the details, and these are all the checkboxes for each page, the settings for each page. So we'll add a new page, and page 4 gets added. And those are all the checkbox settings for page 4. The Page Manager is always live, so if you change the name, change it to New, that's been changed in the Page tab. If you don't want to save some setting, just uncheck it, and that's been saved for page New. So double-click on page 3, and there are the settings for page 3. Go back to page New, and those are the settings for the new page. We'll close that out. This makes changing an animation easy. Preferences contains how the mouse works, turn on loading of various Ruby scripts, the sandbox tools are enabled here, where your file locations are, general settings about files and backup, the OpenGL tab. If your video card supports it, you can turn on video acceleration here to speed up performance. Your shortcut keys. The export button will send these settings to a file which can be loaded onto any other machine via the import button. And a set of template files where you can set up SketchUp in an office to work from a set of design standards. The window menu on the Mac also lets you manage multiple document windows. The help menu is for learning and figuring it out, and licensing on the PC. The Model Info dialog contains all the settings specific to the model file, like colors, components, dimensions, file information, file location, section planes, statistics, which has a Purge Unused and a Fix Problems button to help you clean up your models, text, tour guide settings, and units. We hope you find lots of what you've been waiting for right here in SketchUp.